Yes, not even dress-up games are safe from the Western branches of Nintendo and their far-reaching censorship. First though, it's pretty intriguing how the series was renamed for different regions around the world. Whilst the franchise is known as Girls Mode over in Japan, in the West it's called Style Savvy if you're from the US, and Style Boutique in Europe. Now the first game contained a rather colorful character named Pario. Sure, they're very flamboyant, just check out that leopard print and pink sunglasses. But Pario is most definitely a dude. I mean, he even has facial hair. Well, that's in the Japanese release anyway. Outside of Japan, Pario was renamed to Rococo, was forced to have a shave, and was given a different pair of shades. You see, in the Western releases of the game, Pario was turned into a female. It seems that Nintendo was concerned about Pario not abiding to conventional gender norms, comparable to the changes that they have made to characters such as Vivian from the Paper Mario series, and Gracie and Sahara from Animal Crossing. In the sequel, however, things went a bit different. Now, in the original Japanese version of the game, Pario had a drastically different appearance, and Nintendo decided to leave his appearance intact for the localized releases. Of course, to get around the fact that in the first game they gave him a sex change, Pario is now called Rocco instead, and is said to be Rococo's son. Note, this only applies to the Western versions of the game. In Japan, Pario is still Pario and has always been male. Another difference that can be found in the second game revolves around the clothing store, Kanakoi. This store provides a range of Asian-inspired clothing to dress characters in, such as the yukata. But whilst in Japan, you will be able to find a range of clothing for males to wear. The men's line was removed from the Western releases. Perhaps Nintendo thought guys wearing traditional Japanese attire didn't look manly enough or something, and so cut it out like they did poor Pario. New Style Boutique 2, the third game in the series, also had a pretty significant alteration outside of Japan that, while it's not censorship, is definitely interesting to point out. The European branch of Nintendo decided to change the skin and hair color of certain characters so that they look like they have a different ethnicity. They have not given any statements on why they made this decision, although it is likely that it is due to wanting to represent more racial diversity in the Western releases. The game has not yet been brought over to the US, but is scheduled to be released August 19th later this year. It's very possible that the changes will be made in the US as well. As always, thanks for watching. Censored Gaming is the definitive resource for censorship. Make sure you have subscribed to stay up to date with the latest censorship in gaming. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. I'm SharkyHatGamer. This is another one of the videos that I have done for Censored Gaming, and I really appreciate it whenever they invite me onto this show. My channel can be found in the annotation below. If you guys want to check out my channel, please do so, and I will see you guys next time.